Hey everybody, I'm trying to wait until you guys get on here before I start talking about what I picked up on a long time ago. I think you're only going to be able to chat if you subscribe, so this will be very personal. But I wanted to let you guys know that I have found out information. Kind of cut my hair and then end up cutting part of my hair out. But I wanted to let you guys know what I did. So all the paperwork that I've been going through with all of the lawsuits that I had to file, um, it was so like tiresome. It was like I had no other recourse. I had tried to reach out to the artists. I have tried to text them, email them, call their managers. They will not respond. And I was like, these people are really acting weird. So I get up, I go to Universal Music Group, and I find out that they won't even let me in. I'm like a like nobody, and I was there before any of the people that were in Compton on my picture on my Instagram. I was the first one. I was there since 14, had all my songs in there, everything, waiting on people. If they wanted to use some of my songs, they could. I had other agenda. I had a family to take care of. I didn't have my mother at home. I had someone that was filling in for my mother and my daddy's ex. But that wasn't the same because I didn't really know them. They never took me around their family, so I never really got really close to them. And I'm waiting on you guys to come in. I don't know if you're going to be able to come in or not. If you got something else to do, I understand. But most importantly, I wanted to tell you guys. So I kept wondering, this is my first grievance, is because they're so sneaky. I was wondering, why was people using my name? I was like, why is people using my name as an adult? Who wants to use somebody's name as an adult? Use my name on different tried to use my name in the DMV before I even got a driver's license, and that was at 2021. Tried to use my name at a school while I was going. Tried to use it at a high school while I was a Catholic high school while I was going to nursing school because I was taking care of my great grandmother who was in a retirement home. I wanted to take care of her, so I go to nursing school, put in like 180 hours. Find out that a girl is using my name that's in my building. Turn around here where I am now, 45 years later. Well, 40 years later, the same girl is using my name, but she's in Illinois now, and another girl was using my name. I couldn't understand, why are they using my name? Fast forward, get my royalty statement, find out that all these people are using my name because somebody took the songs "Be Better Have My Money." You see the video on what do you call that? YouTube. I'm on YouTube, of course. You see the video of "Be Better Have My Money." They invited me to the taping of this "Be Better Have My Money," where they're putting the woman in the um what do you call it, in the suitcase and all that stuff. I'm like, why would you think of that during the songs? Um, they sent me to the taping. And I told the lady, they were like, well, we got a okay from Rihanna. First of all, I was 38 years old, so that means Rihanna you didn't even know her because she had not started when I was 38 years old. And all the time I'm working 2 jobs, just got in my catalog at Universal Music Group, just waiting for someone to try to take the songs. If they don't, I'll take them. I'll take them back. And then my daughters after that will take them. So I'm sitting there just wondering, like, where, It's taking everybody, why are they making this video now? I never heard anything was going on about my music. It was complete silence. They were using my name so badly that they accidentally invited me to the set of where they were taping. Somebody actually invited me, brought me there, dropped me off, and I'm like, what the heck? And they're, "B better have my money," and I'm like, what? How do you even know about "B better have my money"? Fast forward to now. Guess who has my whole song file? And there's nothing on it at all. No songs. It's just showing that I got like 20 something units on it, but it's not showing the name of the songs. Guess who had my songs, you guys? Somebody took all of my songs and put them on put them on Sony Music. They took and lifted me out of Universal Music Group and dropped me off in Sony Music. Now, you tell me what kind of situation that is if somebody is going to take you and drop you, take all of you, pick you up basically, and remove you from where you are. Is that kidnapping? I believe it's kidnapping. I believe it is. I believe it's kidnapping. Took my songs and picked me, basically my whole Universal Music Group portal, and dropped me off in Sony Music. I'm looking like, everybody is looking at me at Universal Music Group like I have no right there. I guess somebody told them that I had changed publisher. I never touched my music. I have been with Geffen Records since I was 14 years old in Universal Music Group. My mother worked there. My two brothers worked there. I worked there, and my father worked there. Not at Universal, but he worked at Disco 9000 for David Geffen. Why in the world would these people pick my whole file up and change it, be able to pick my whole file up and send it to Sony Music? That's really, really strange. That's real strange that they needed to do that. And then they have girls running around for the last 35 years saying their name is my name. Some of them were committing heinous crimes and turning around and trying to say my married name, which is Parnell, trying to say that name and telling the police, I can't really spell my name when I'm nervous. Then I look up, I got a murder on my file. I'm like, a murder? From who? Whoever did that was trafficking me all along, which I know I'm going to get paid. I know I'm going to get paid. I'm not worried about that one bit. It's the idea of why somebody would do that to a person that all they did was wrote music. Why would you completely, and then look, picked me up, took me out, my whole thing, knowing I was there before any of them. You know why? They were trying to get rid of me. They was trying to kill me. Just like they did Tupac, just like they did Biggie. They was trying to get rid of me. You took my whole song file, my whole catalog from Universal Music Group, and I didn't even know it was gone. And this was for over 40 years. I did not, from 14 all the way to from 18. That's when they took it. I never knew my song file was, my catalog was gone. If I had not put my songs in Songfile, the Harry Fox agency, I would not have proof. And I'm sure that I'm not the only one that they did that to. It's going on 9 minutes, you guys. Nobody chatted in. Yeah, so I'm just shocked. They're like, why would people think that it's okay to use somebody's identity like that? I mean, they forgot to take my song file down, or they didn't know about it. And then they completely redone Harry Fox agency. You can't even get in touch with nobody there. I guess they did something to everybody else in there. But every song that was in Harry Fox agency in the 80s, you had to have recorded it. You had to have recorded it. So they don't contact me back or text me back. Thank God I got copies of it. They email them. They don't even contact me back. Like, what is it going on? Then I had people looking at me real strange in what do you call that? In Universal Music Group. Like, you can't tell I'm an artist here? No, I wasn't the artist there. They had stole every song and told them, just like they told me, oh, Rihanna gave us permission to record Be Better Have My Money, record the video, even though she had never even gotten to my music yet. They said the same thing about me. Oh, she told me it's okay for them to take my her music out of UMG. Why would I do that? When my whole life I have been the youngest artist to ever start at Universal at Geffen Records. You tell me, why would I need to move my music to some place that I completely don't know anyone? And I was the youngest artist to ever start at Geffen Records. Answer that question. I'm telling you guys, it was horrifying to find that out. I was the youngest artist to ever start. I still am. 40 years later, I am still the youngest artist to ever put music in Geffen Records. Other than, like, what's his name? Back in the 50s, not Little Richard, but it was a little dude that was in a group. And I can't remember his name, but yeah, I was the youngest artist, a female artist. So I don't think Shirley Temple was in there. I think Shirley Temple was in some other company. But yeah, 14 years old to be the first single artist on any recordings that they had, that Geffen Records had. What is that smell? It smells like I'm burning. Yeah, so now I know that they were trying to traffic me all along with their having people call us talking about my name. I thought it was just a game, talking about us. What's her name? Shatasha on what is that song? Ruggish Thuggish Bone, when actually I was Harmony Bones. So that's not gonna play out. And she over there making interviews and all kind of stuff. She has no kind of logic in her head. And just the weirdest people that I have ever seen in my life. Like, what is wrong with people? You guys ain't chimed in yet? Isn't that that's the most horrifying story I have ever heard of, y'all. And I just felt suffocated. Like, why am I feeling suffocated? Not even nowhere in existence as far as they're concerned. Oh my God. Ain't that something? Ain't that how God works? God works in mysterious ways, baby. All these people after me because this one dude then picked me up and took me out of where I'm familiar at home with. That's a dirty dog. I don't deal with people like that. I never have. Thank God I don't have nobody that's in my life like that, because I learned better, I learned better. everything that's done in the dark will come to the light eventually. And from him to sit up there and have all these women thinking, okay, I could use her name, and because she's this artist, and I picked her basically up and took her out of Universal Music Group and sat her into a company that I want her in, like I'm his woman. I'm not your, I was not his woman and never would be. First of all, took every song that I wrote by myself and put it in Sony Music under him. Who would do that? Obviously was pimping the wrong people. Yeah. And that was that same girl that was using my name, that came here, tried to open a bank account, was standing in the office. See, I don't want to sock one of these heifers in their face, because I don't want to go to jail for none of them. But you know what? That stuff gets to be real irritating when you 65, 64 years old and you still walking around talking about you somebody else's name. You know, when do it stop? I sat up here and saw this girl that used our name, used my name in Illinois, that used my name, was living in our house for about 2 weeks. This was after I had my firstborn daughter. She was in our house. I'm like, who is that? My father was like, I don't know. Because my father lets anybody just lay up in his house because, you know, he has stepkids there, or ex-stepkids, or whatever you call them. And he let them live in his house. So he don't really know who is who. She's sleeping in his room. I come up. I'm like, who is that? Oh, I don't know. She be here when I get home from work. She done broke her way in our house, took all of my photos out of my photo album, put them down her pants. I don't know what else about her. I really don't know her. The last time I seen her, I was like in second grade, and she wasn't going to school then. Then I see her at 18 when I go up after we left Compton. It was so weird. After I left recording in Compton with Jay-Z. I mean, not Jay-Z, because Jay-Z didn't record nothing. With P. Diddy and Tupac and Biggie and did I say Diddy? And Dr. Dre and Snoop and all of us. When we were all out there recording. Oh, and Jewel and this is one that seen the nappy balls. I can't remember. We were all out there, you know, for a couple of days, you know, just doing our thing. I really wasn't recording music because I already had a file. We're talking, oh, who's gonna go here? Who's gonna go and gonna go to Sony? Who's gonna go to Death Row? Who's gonna go to Universal? Everybody was saying the majority of them went to Universal. So I was like, oh, okay, everybody's going to Universal. Cool. You know, I'm still doing my job, even though I'm not writing no new song. Well, I wrote a couple of new songs. I wrote The Warning, Nicki Minaj there, Missing You with P. Diddy, and then I wrote I think that was it out there. But oh, and I was on the Get Money, on the back of Get Money out there with Biggie, but they never produced that right. They always used that as they completely spliced it. And I'm like, oh well. But I eventually I just filed for the copyright for that. So ain't nobody gonna be able to, what I put on there on the video, on the what you call that? What I put on there on the words, ain't nobody gonna be able to copyright that. That's stuck. And so I wanted to show you guys something. Okay, hold on a minute. No. Okay, I want to sing. I want to do the song because, you know, we sitting here and waiting on people. Nobody subscribed, and I want you guys to hear this. Get money. Hey. To grab a seat, grab on it quick as the shit gets deep. Deeper than any boat above 6 feet. Life is sweet, chick from the streets. Used to have a friend that worked down at Greyhound, now Billboard bound. People think I'm stressed to get it. You're trying to get yours, and it's time to get mine. Rather been having a stick-up gig, rather kind of million and promote my music. You want to be my main squeeze, baby. You want to get between my knees, baby. Oh, I didn't say that, and I said it just now. Okay. Say you want to buy me Armani and Gabardini and Armani suits. Ava Gabardini and Chanel #2. To make up for all the games and the lies. Hallmark card saying I apologize. You you ever deceive me? Now you want a pistol with me. Pull out your 9 while I cock on mine. Guess what? I ain't got time for this. Guess what? I'm not trying to hear that. Don't you see me walk? You don't want to see me riding up and down the aisle, which breaking up affairs with shots in the air. Me shifty. Hey. Breaking up affairs with shots in the air. So we had a good time doing that song out there. Still thinking about you, Christopher Wallace, and the Tupac Mary Had a Baby. That wasn't some of my best work, but you know, it is what it is. And I didn't really get a chance to record with them because you know him. Tupac, when he has something come to his head, ain't nobody else got nothing in their head. You know, he be like in his own world when he recording, and everybody that knows him knows that he be in his own world when recording. Okay, you know, and most of the guys were like that. You know, they were in their own world when they were recording, but they the majority of them, like Bone Thugs and Harmony, they had their own they had already had their music, you know, jotted down in their head. Tupac, he just sung what came to his head. You know, June 16 Gemini, you know, he had what was in his head, which is really cool because my father born June 16. And if he's always perfected anything he did. That's why I like having my father around me, because he perfect everything he did, and every song that I wrote, I perfected that song. And this fool picks me up and takes me out of my own home of Geffen Records. You know, this fool got to be crazy. Okay, still no chats. Well, I'm getting ready to go. If I don't see no chats on here, I'm getting ready to go. Nope, don't see anybody. All right. I wanted to thank you guys for watching my live stream. Enjoy. Peace to you. Bye.